Having some fun with a narcissist, a golfing story. I totally get it, guys. Narcissism is a sickness, and it's a nasty personality disorder, and it's not something that we make fun of. I only made this video because I do feel there are certain times us empaths should have the right to sit back and watch a narcissist basically destroy themselves. We aren't even part of the equation, we just happen to be at the right place and at the right time. So just to take a few minutes and lighten things up, here's a funny story I decided to share. Well, it's funny to me anyway. So me and this friend went golfing one Saturday morning. The course was packed, and it's typical to get teamed up into a foursome just to help the game go a little bit faster. I actually like that concept because it actually provides an opportunity to meet new people, make some new friends. So we get teamed up with these two guys, and one of them, he looked like he just came off the PGA Tour. He had all the best gear you can buy, all the best clubs, balls, everything. He was dressed in all the best golf attire. Man, and he had that swagger, like he was about to take us all to school out on that course. So far, so good, right? So there we were on that first tee box. This stud walks up, puts his ball on the tee. He takes a swing, and and that ball went about 8 yards. He instantly checks his pockets, and then he says, that was the wrong ball. I meant to hit this one. I'm thinking, all right, bad shots happen to most of us. No big deal. So he takes his next swing, and the ball this time goes a lot farther, but it ended up on another fairway. Well, the sun got in his eyes, he says. Now, I won't go on giving you all the play-by-play on every hole. I'm sure you see where this is going here, but I will tell you, by that third hole, I knew he had a narcissist on our hands. What makes the story funny for me is I don't know this guy. I've never met him. He has no control over me. I'm not his victim in the least. But man, watching this guy over the course of the game, you could just tell he was bleeding narcissism. Just for about every bad shot that he made, there was a reason. There was an excuse. Not once during that round did I ever hear him say anything like, man, I need some practice, or I'm having a really off day today, or hey guys, sorry, I should have told you I'm a really shitty golfer. The comedy I witnessed was this guy that started out exuding all this confidence, all this machismo, and as it turns out, he was just another golf hack like me. He just refused to admit it. The funny thing was the excuses. I've never seen anything like it. His toast was burnt. Well, that was his wife's fault. Oh yeah, a guy cut in front of him on the way to the course. Wow, that ruined his concentration. The sun was in his eyes. One of us cleared our throat when he was swinging. It was too hot. The fairways sucked. The greens were too slow. Oh, the clubs he used. It's all those clubs' fault. Never once did this dude say anything to any of us like, hey, nice shot, or hey, good putt, or anything that resembled someone being happy for anyone else. And as the round went on, I would start making up excuses for him. And the funny part about this was, he would agree with me. He was probably thinking, I need to get this guy's number and become his friend. He'd be a great source of supply. And the excuses I was making, they were crazy. Things like, man, if that bird hadn't been flying by when you hit that one bad shot, just imagine how great that shot would have been. Oh yeah, and I said, man, I wish that beer was a little colder. That threw me off my game a little bit today. And he says to me, you know what? I think you're right. I always played better when the beer's colder too. I'm telling you, man, it was a great day. I mean, witnessing this narcissist basically fighting with himself, getting all worked up over a game that he paid to play, it was just classic. It was like he was abusing himself over and over again. The thought that I was not his victim made the whole experience even better. So the only reason I wanted to make this video is to illustrate that we, as victims of narcissists, can still find some lighthearted ways to approach life in a positive way. Did I feel bad for the guy? Of course I did. But I'll tell you this, being abused for as long as I was, it kind of felt good to egg this guy on just a little bit, just to see how far the excuses could go. It's almost as if God sent me this gift to help me in my healing process. I didn't do any harm to this fellow. He was already miserable before we ever even met. And like any true hack golfer, the score is none of your business. I really hope this video doesn't offend anyone. That was not my purpose at all. I just felt that it was time to do something a little more lighthearted for a change. Something that might brighten someone's day. I hope at least one of you crack a little smile at this. And trust me, the serious stuff is coming back tomorrow. I'll keep sharing stories and trying to help anyone that will listen. We got this. In the meantime, keep watching for those signs. Be alert. Be vigilant. Be strong. Be brave. And go live your best life today.